which I feel like is one of the things that people have beef with the church. This idea that it's so rooted in, oh my God, fire and brimstone, and we're all, Sodom and Gomorrah, whatever it is. So I'm curious, Hoja, if there's something that you can particularly identify that means that shows that you have maybe a little bit of beef with the Catholic Church.
Yeah. I mean, I've been I've actually been thinking a lot about, and drum roll, the devil and evil. And
Mhm.
there is something that I'm a person who really tries to see the good in all people, and it's just a part of like my makeup. So I do have a lot of compassion for people. But there is one thing that I really struggle to have compassion for, and I think that the church has a lot of that, which is a hypocrisy. As I've said, there's a part of me that really is about value alignment. Like that is really how I want to live my life. And oftentimes, when I see the sort of judgment that comes down from the fire and brimstone stuff, I really think to myself, these people are not living the way that they're preaching. And that hypocrisy is at the core of my beef. Because if you really are aligned with your value system and you're an evil motherfucker, then there's something there that I can pinpoint as, okay, well, that's evil. But that's not a single human to me on planet Earth is really like that. I think there is good and bad to everyone. And so for me, I think the piece of like, of not doing something that you're judging other people for doing, it really gets my freaking goat.
Luis, do you have a similar beef? Is that where most of
Yeah.
your gripes came from?
Yeah, I just like the hypocrisy has to be the biggest thing, and we could probably talk about that for the entire episode, right? Like, this notion of like, that this religion is here to guide people to some sort of saving, like why does someone need to be saved? How much of that saving is taking away their self-sovereignty, right? They're taking away their own ability to deal with things that have to be dealt with and not leave so much up to God or the church, right? Like I've found that like I don't love that the religion, it's almost like it's always between you and God. And like it doesn't promote you talking to your community about things because nothing is more knowing than God. So how can I like some things are just for God to judge me with. The hypocrisy of the church, the las iglesias, these massive things, these expensive things. I mean, you see them in South America and Central America, and you see them here. And these people profiting off of it. And now into the age of like, there's Joel Osteen is one of the richest people I've seen talk about God. And there's just my aside from the hypocrisy, like my biggest beef with it is the way I see it is used as a tool of oppression for lower income, en los campos type neighborhoods,
Mhm.
what in different countries and our country. I mean, the way it is so easily weaponized to divide people and make people move in certain ways. You can see how Christianity and the church was used in making America great again. Like they're trying to bring in Christian values back, whatever that may mean. I think it's just something, my biggest beef with it is that there's so much interpretation of it that it can be used in any way that people want.